guys, my name is Keith Doradis, known as the leader and superior of Club LASM, aka lover of animated shows and movies. And I am here with Gilbert.
Hello there.
Colleen.
Hello.
Coda.
Hi.
And of course Colby, who is once again in a train.
The Peak podcast room, a train station.
I can just see it now. Colby stuck in an infinity train.
Oh no. That'd make it immensely more difficult to record.
God.
It'd be worse if like people were arguing on a train. Like it was like a New York subway.
So first things first, how are we doing this lovely Saturday afternoon, which is the day before Easter? And oh my god, I just realized I'm not wearing my Jax t-shirt, and given the fact that Jax is literally a bunny, since it's before they see Easter, oh my god, I'm not wearing the t-shirt right now. In fact, hold on. Speaking of which, once I start wearing the t-shirt right now, just tell us how lovely your Saturday afternoon is, please.
It's been trying. Like, I'm still trying to manage myself at this time. Recently, I've been getting into Lore Olympus for the upcoming animated series from Amazon. If you don't know, Lore Olympus is a loose adaptation of the story of Hades and Persephone from Greek mythology.
I think you do know what Laura Lucas is. The name sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, it's one of the most well-known webtoons out there.
Oh,
and yeah, webtoons. Now it's got a physical copy, and very exciting. I read the first volume that was on the physical copy because I enjoy getting those. Yeah, it is really interesting take on like Hades meeting Persephone at a party. And Cupid is a big old mama's boy, of course.
Oh god. Like, can you imagine someone were to make another Jax t-shirt version, but this time it's the one who's literally without the bunny mask, but it's just skinless. Imagine how creepy it would look.
Horrifying.
Well, they did make cable holder.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah.
I saw that. I'm just like, wow.
And Caine's
just came to be a USB holder.
And Caine's just laughing.
Oh god. I'm surprised no.
I forgot.
The skinless Jax yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Imagine how creepy it would be just sleeping next to a skinless Jax plushie.
Well, the thing is, skinless Jax looks kind of plastic. He doesn't look like that would be very good for a plushie.
I think that's true, but what are you gonna do? Make an action figure?
We're not at that stage yet.
We're getting there.
But I have been watching other glitch shows such as Meta Runner and Murder Drones.
Oh, you're getting into Murder Drones now! Sam would love that.
Yes, I am. And while I'm watching Murder Drones, I am reading the first 2 issues of the comic book adaptations.
Oh, nice.
It's like listening to an audiobook.
Wait, are you referring to the newly released one? I forgot there was another one that's coming soon. Or did it just came out?
Which one?
The latest graphic novel of Murder Drones. Is it already out or is it still?
It's the new. Okay, so the comic started off as a Kickstarter by Glitch, and he raised over $1 million. And while some backers, depending on how much they pay for it, will be able to get guaranteed trade paperback, the comic will be issuing issues like on a monthly basis.
Oh, okay.
As of now, it is 2 issues.
Wow. Now I know. Do not please be careful when you go to social media, especially with Twitter, because I kid you not, they're literally posting the full movie, not the full actual movie, but the bootleg version. Like when the people recording it through the theater, they're literally recording the full version of the movie, posting it out there. It's as we speak of. So please be careful.
I don't go on home on YouTube.
But anywho, we should definitely just get to part 2 finally. Because, oh my god, there's so much I wanted to discuss about part 2. Ah.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, you're a failure. We're all gonna abstract someday. And what will you have then? Nothing.
Stop that.
And this whole stunt? Just torturing us because we hurt your feelings? Pathetic! You're like a child! What kind of all-powerful being has such a fragile ego?
You never let us feel like we're at home. You don't comfort anyone when they're upset, and you never bother to understand what it's like in our shoes.
You discourage us from thinking outside the box and doing things our own way.
You lie to us constantly!
And on top of it all, you just don't listen!
I'm gonna put you freaks in your place!
Where we left off from part 1 of the Amazing Digital Circus podcast, we discussed about episode 8, which is, if not, the most suspenseful episode we have ever watched in years. And let's be honest with ourselves, that episode literally just left us with more questions than answers when it comes to Caine, Kinger, Scratch, the whole inspiration of I have no mouth and I must scream, and so on.
Every time I think an episode can't get more shocking, the next episode gets more shocking.
That's
Yeah.
so true. I actually read the audiobook. I had to have a mouth scream, and it's really intense. When I was listening to it, like, my gosh.
I listened to the beginning of the audiobook.
It was the first time I'd ever felt, like, despised by a narrator, like, personally.
I know, right?
Oh god. Well, hopefully we'll finally get all the answers soon when it comes to the finale, which is literally months shy. But for now...
I want it now.
Me too, bud. Me too.
Yeah, picture Peter Griffin kicking the TV, or your computer, or your phone.
But for now, there's still something in this episode that has been lingering in all of our heads to the point that we need to make this a part 2. No, I'm not talking about the scenario when Kinger accidentally deleted Caine. We already discussed about that. I'm talking about the ending, as in the most traumatic, tragic, brutal, horrifying, and gory mind sequence we've ever had to experience in the last 3 minutes of the episode. Like, seriously, how could 5 of the 6 characters have to recover from that? With the audacity of this eyeball teeth ringmaster to put them
Like, specifically putting them through their own worst traumas.
how could you
Definitely
recover
something
from that?
M would do.
It is something
I
Em
mean-
would do. But at the same time, like, yes, I mean, Caine was pushed to his limit by that point, but it was still, like, outright cruel, and he absolutely deserved to be put in his place for that.
I mean, yeah, because, like, after what, I don't know how he actually thought of that. Like you said with AM, I feel like AM would do that regardless.
Well, not to mention that Kinger also said that Caine creates things, a creative AI. So of course he's going to have some wild imaginations of how he's going to put these people through their limit.
What made me more angry about what Caine did is the fact that it was such a low blow. Like, all the 5 did was basically call Caine out for his harsh behavior and not making the circus feel like an actual home and not giving them the time to process everything. Caine basically putting them at their worst nightmare was like unnecessary. It was a low blow. Like, imagine coming out of that immediately abstracted. Because that would have... Imagine seeing that and they would abstract with a snap like that.
I'm surprised they didn't abstract from that.
I think that's another thing that Caine tries to do. Like, keep the adventures interesting, to keep the mind stimulus. And I guess even being traumatized is another form of having a stimulus.
Yeah.
Because Caine, like, he doesn't want any of them to go. again, much similar to Am, but for very different reasons.
And even if, like Caine said, if trauma is inflicted on them, it was accidental, it's still inflicted on them. And at that point, he was doing it on purpose.
And they have to live with that fact what Caine did to them, because they can still feel that type of pain even in the digital game. And
yeah, Zooble was right on the money when they compared him to a child throwing a tantrum.
Exactly. And again, like I was saying, how could you possibly recover from such a traumatic experience? Because after immediately the episode came out, Glitch posted a photo in which all 5 of the characters, Kinger, Zooble, Pomni, Ragatha, and Gangle, are together in a full circle at the spotlight, while Jax is just pushing himself away, which is really foreshadowing something very scary.
And that's where fans think that where Jax is supposed to be Ted from I Have No Mouth. Ted, in the end of the story, he sacrifices himself basically by killing everyone else to spare them from Am's wrath.
Yeah, I saw that theories too. I saw like a lot of fan art of that picture. One picture just like commenting saying, "Jax, stop ore farming and get over here," or "Jax, stop," or like they're just saying, "Jax, stop pushing him away. You're in this family together now."
Yeah, this is making me scared about this. Huh. But that ending sequence was like so interesting to me that we need to discuss about it. We need to go through order, like what we saw first and second, third, fourth, and fifth. What we saw first was Pomni, and when we saw on Pomni's mind was clearly a more effed up version of Gummy Goo attacking her.
Gummy Goo and the other alligators, yeah.
Yeah.
There might be more to that meets me off, because I think I saw that one YouTube video that is mostly symbolic of the amount of people that Pomni is being close to just been taken away from her.
Well, yeah, but there was also a theory that, Gummy Goo was recent trauma for her because she made friends with him and, convinced him to join the circus. And after he joined the circus, Caine just exploded him. And that really affected Pomni until the 4th episode, where she tries to reconcile with him. But Gummy Goo doesn't recognize her at all.
I saw somebody point this out. Everybody else had trauma, based off of something that happened in their everyday life. Pomni's, event was based off of something that happened to her in the circus. It gives me the idea that she had a pretty, mundane, regular life before the circus. Not, tragic or anything, just, uneventful. There wasn't, too much terrible things happening. And the circus was, probably her biggest trauma so far. And it reached its peak when she saw, her first friend at the time basically, explode right in front of her.
That's true, because,
She lost her AI boyfriend. Tragic.
Oh, God. I mean, like she said, though, during the bar scene at, it was 7 or 6, she had a YouTube channel where she explored abandoned places, but it didn't
Not
do
that many
much
people
for
saw
her.
her, I guess.
Yeah, not many subscribers. And if Jax found it, he will spew hate comments.
Ragatha, on the other hand, oh my god, there's so much we need to talk about her.
Yeah, with a very overbearing mother.
Yeah, there was a theory that, with the knife in her hand or eye, the theory is that Ragatha's mother stabbed her in the eye. That's why she has a button.
That's how dark. I must have had a dark and twisted mind thinking at that dinner party with the knives and everything. Oh, the mother was really that crazy to go down that far to gouge her eye?
Yeah. And if not gouge her eye out, maybe she, injured it somehow.
Maybe. It's not. No. Glitch has been known to taking things to very dark territories. We got murder drones, and even Meta Runner. It's like the first 5 minutes, it's just super dark. So yeah, dark territories isn't exactly new for Glitch, obviously. but just under the assumption, likely maybe not stabbing the eye, but maybe it's more like maybe a drunk accident.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, she
At the
did,
very
like,
least,
stab her hand, too, so...
Yeah, at
So
the very least, he got physical with her, it sounds like.
Yeah, so whether it was intentional or accidental, she likely injured Ragatha.
So now, but now I'm thinking it more innocently. It's more correlating to more physical type of abuse because it most likely referring to Ragatha having a black eye. Because if you look closely on the button, because her button is more blue, just like how a black eye would look.
Black and blue, I see.
Maybe the knife is just part of Caine's madness, so... Well, I'm just picturing probably more Caine than Ragatha. But yeah, it sounds like something you would get from a beer bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but I think we can all agree that it is likely a physical injury by the mother's hand, intentional or accidental.
Yeah, until it's confirmed, that seems like a pretty likely possibility.
Yeah. I feel like Ragatha's backstory may be sadder than everyone else's, but I don't want to judge the conclusions.
Yeah, no, and it still shocked me to my core how Ragatha, despite how horrible her mother is, the moment she got into the circus, she still tried to have this upbeat attitude and try to become the motherly person to the group and not try to be like her mom, especially when Jack's getting on her nerves all the time because...
Or trying too hard, because even Gangle isn't sure if she's being genuine or not.
Yeah, the thing is, I think she wants to be like the kind of comfort that other people need, and she generally ends up putting other people like first before herself. In an effort to partially to get them to like her, I guess, because she wants to be liked, but also partially because she does not want to be like her mom.
Yeah, she is a people pleaser, but she's just trying too hard. Gangle, my girl.
Oh man,
I think that one is pretty way obvious in the since the fourth episode when they go to when they work at the restaurant. All these different masks and faces staring right back at her.
And they're specifically like artistic faces, maybe like as a reminder of her supposed failure to make it as an artist in her eyes.
Yeah, and I think her failure just pushing her to get a real job. Like, I'm not saying her parents are emotionally manipulative, but it does seem that way.
I'm just going based on the assumption here, based on what we've seen. It sounds like they're not trying to intentionally hurt her or anything, or force her to be like them or anything. I think it's all because, tough out there. Like, even Matt Braley, the creator of Amphibia, recently said, things are just not going great. And while I try to have a positive outlook that maybe someday we can go back to that sort of thing one day, because people do want more of these shows. It's just unfortunately corporations are just not listening much. They keep listening to AI bros that keeps sucking money off them.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, people who aren't artists don't really know what all goes into being an artist.
And sometimes things maybe just not be enough. We get some good shows. Sometimes they're cut short. Or maybe a lot of people wouldn't know that they exist. How many people have ever heard of what's the Netflix show? Gentry 2 versus the Underworld. How many people have heard of that?
Gentry Chow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I've just rewatched the latest episode. I mean, I wanted to dissect about the whole show as a general in the future, but off topic, I need to talk about the elephant in the room as well. Just how much I hate Principal Wheeler so bad.
The fact that it takes place in Texas, too.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, but we will
of course, whenever we make Gentry Cho episode, I would love to discuss it and my experience in this state.
Me too. But anywho, when I saw Gangle, when each of the paintings just became more and more worse, it's most likely the thoughts in her head It's like, oh, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, until her being run over is most likely she got too distracted of the negative thoughts in her head. She must have got run over by a truck. That must have been.
And that's, and I think a lot of people try to say that that's like a little suicide thing, and it just doesn't feel like that to me. It just feels like, as you said, she was just distracted. Maybe she was trying to be inspired, or maybe she was like distressed. She can't think of anything. I don't think her running into the truck was intentional. It just feels very accidental.
Yeah, because both times it happens, it like she looks very surprised, like she wasn't expecting it to happen. It was not intentional.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, that's the part where it just throws me off. I think people try to say that how she's trying to off herself, but no, it's like, look at her face. Does that look like someone who wants to be gone? Maybe at a certain point she went through some depression episodes. But yeah, that is not a face of someone who's ready to go.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Like, even if her survival instincts kicked in and that's why she made that face, like, that's not, like, what I'm getting from her, I don't think.
Then we get to Zooble, which is, of course, we know is the body dysmorphia.
Zooble got straight up, I don't want to play with you anymore from Toy Story 2.
I remember that reference.
When I saw it.
Bye, Zooble.
Caine's like, I don't want to play with you anymore, Zooble.
Oh, golly.
It's so awful, but at the same time, I just can't stop laughing.
It is awful because that's like when I first saw the scene, I was like, one, I got Toy Story 2, and some reason I saw the TV Gold vibes from it, but I felt bad for laughing that.
Just look at it.
Just all of the parts grabbing her and
just look at it, dude. Why is my phone turning upside down, dude?
Upside down.
Damn.
No,
just look at it.
I'm not. I am not a therapist. I am not an expert. But from what I'm hearing around, it sounds like Zooble might have, or at least in this sense, might have a body dysmorphic disorder, a health condition where a person spends a lot of time worrying about flaws in their appearance. We even got that from the, I think it was a haunted house episode when they said, "I don't like myself. I don't like the way they look."
Yeah, this is like Zooble's like body dysmorphia for sure, or body dysphoria.
Yeah, but with Zooble, when they saw the mirrors and their reflection, I did see a little bit of sadness in their eyes and some distress. Like,
that made me feel so bad for Zooble even more. Jeez.
Yeah, because like I'm non-binary. I've had like my own experiences with both body dysphoria and body dysmorphia. Like I know how painful it is to like see a reflection and just be like, I hate this. I do not like how I look. It's not me. And the fact that Zooble for so long like didn't like the fact that they had all those removable pieces and they couldn't find something they liked, it had to be like a lot for them.
And what's also interesting is that Caine in the first 5 minutes of the episode 8, he said that he scanned their minds to give them the body that just fits them. And so obviously this is how Zooble felt, just not liking how they looked, thinking that everything's just all wrong.
Yeah, thinking everything's like to who they really are.
But then they collect body pieces, I think. I thought they had like, I guess, no, they had a box of masks, but I think they had a box of
a box of parts.
Yes, and I think like every episode, Zooble always like has a different part on them. Every time I see them, I was like, wait, was that always a thing? Did they always have that kind of arm?
Yeah, that's the thing I haven't noticed. I have to rewatch the entire series to see if they actually did switch up their arms or legs.
Yeah, every episode they look a tiny bit different. It's like a guessing game.
Yeah.
And now we save the best for last.
Oh.
This guy.
Oh, Jax, man.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
It's so hard to hate somebody when they get peeled like a damn banana.
I know, right? It's just like it was
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's what he reminded me of. Banana.
Like, bro got peeled like a fruit. Poor guy.
Especially when it comes to the 3 silhouettes that he saw was Ribbit, Kaufmo, and Pomni.
Like the
My
3 people that
God! Nah, that's the darkest one yet.
Yeah.
So what's So I guess what's interesting to me personally before the whole torture session is back when they were at the diner eating, and Jax just stares coldly to the right. From his point of view, it was like when he stares coldly, and he said, "This would have happened if you and Zooble haven't come along." Now, I know you've probably been thinking of Pomni, since Pomni just popped back into the room. But why would he blame her? Pomni did, cause Jax to, question a few things. Or maybe he just reinforces his idea. But she was not there for Ribbit. She was not there when Kaufmo, starts losing it. I think, obviously he was always talking about Gangle and Zooble because he picks on those two the most.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like that might have been one last attempt at being hurtful, because he thought he could. But when nobody acknowledges it, he's just like, all right, whatever.
He's trying to be his old self again to annoy people, but even then, when Caine is now being, the craziest one, and people are just trying to process everything that happened, it's just Jax is no longer considered the funny one anymore. The quote-unquote funny one persona that he's been putting up since, as he revealed himself as quote-unquote funny one in episode 6, that persona's gone. It's all gone.
I don't think anyone's in the mood to even try to be the funny one anymore.
Nope.
And something I want to bring up, I know a couple people have theorized that Jax's episode was in reference to some kind of assault. I think that's possible considering how scared he was to return to the normal world, but I'm not entirely convinced that's the case. Partly because they made merch out of it and it's called Freak Jax, and I feel like that would be a hard thing to. That would be a poor taste thing to make merch about. I think. Yeah,
that's that would be very poor taste. If that was the case. Like I said, even though Digital Circus goes to very dark territories in their shows. I just realized it wasn't 3 gators. It was actually 4 crocodiles during Pomni's thing. Sorry, I just had to get it out of my mind. They really go to dark territories. Hell, they were even selling Princess Guinevere merch with her guts hanging out.
Yeah,
I remember that.
But Jax, his skin being torn off, and related to being assaulted, that would be a step too far, even for Glitch. What's likely is him showing people what's underneath him,
showing people his true colors, and people laughing at him or thinking that he's not enough. The real him is enough.
Yeah, because I know there's some people who theorize that, with Jax peeling his skin, people thought Jax was being bullied, I guess, as a kid and whatnot, if he showed his true colors, or his persona is this mask, this con that he's hiding behind. So when he showed his true self, people just laugh at him, and he's trying to cover himself up.
Yeah, because he's fearful that if he shows who he really is, he'll be thrown away. He'll be pushed to the side like a banana peel. That explains why he'll be thrown away like a banana peel. That's why Jax himself decided to push himself away before they had the chance to quote unquote push Jax away and throw him away like a banana peel.
And not to mention that out of everyone in the circuit that he's close to, but he's got a framed photo of Ribbit and Kaufmo together.
Yeah. I mean, it's not framed, I don't think, but it's on his wall.
You're right. It was a photograph. My bad.
He
It's all
He still
right.
keeps it close to him. It means a lot to him.
So yeah, maybe you are right. Maybe he did show a bit of himself to, or was more vulnerable to them, and then I guess just some shit happened to them and they abstracted. I just think it's funny of how now there will be. I think a joke goes. I don't know if I can say it here, but now there's gonna be could be a romantic update. now that Caine's filter is gone.
Now that his filter's gone, they can do things.
Oh,
They can do things they weren't able to do before.
That's
Gangle gets a red mask now.
It still leaves me concerning about episode 9 because I recently just watched a video of how I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream would most likely connect to what will happen in the finale. Because we said, like, Jax is being more like the Ted. And it makes me thinking, what if he is actually going to sacrifice himself? What if he is going to stay behind to have the rest of the main characters escape the game?
And I know there has been some theories that Pomni might be the one to, bite the dust. And I can certainly see that. I can actually see Digital Circus just pulling off that twist. But the way that they're just hinting at in their promotional pictures, it sounds more like Jax, personally.
Yeah,
it might be Jax based off that promotional picture.
And it would really give him a redemption arc of his character.
Like, it would make perfect sense because Jax was always known to be this unlikable character that basically is the S tier bully.
Likable. So, it's more like Jax from Puss in Boots 2. Like, he's a character that you just love to hate. You just love to see him just do evil stuff.
Yeah, but after watching episode 8, it's like, in the back of my mind, I always feel like the reason why characters like Ragatha, Gangle, and Zooble hate Jax so much is because they see Caine in Jax so much. Maybe.
Just doing whatever he wants, not listening or caring about how other people feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only one who doesn't mind is Kinger, but Kinger is not like all there and under the light. Like we've seen it in the other promotional merch video.
Kinger's for sure.
Yeah, where Kinger is like just imagine his life with Queenie. And meanwhile, Jax was just putting mashed potato mustache on him.
Yeah, but to be fair, he likes it. He said he liked it, so.
I guess there's that, but Jax isn't exactly that close to Kinger, is he? Kinger's just probably there because he just loves to have a little bit of attention. Doesn't care what it is.
Yeah, but still, regardless, at the end of the day, it makes sense. Why? Because you know from the last episode, he caused this mess even further when he pressed the red button, causing everyone to stay forever. So at least Jax will most likely do to fix it is self-sacrifice so that way everyone escapes. He's the reason that they're all still here, and he's most likely going to be the real reason that they all escape.
And I think that's just another. Well, I don't think I know. That it's very obvious to everyone that even if it wasn't fake, even if they get sent to the Shrimp Land,
Shrimp Town,
it still doesn't change the facts that at the time he believed that they would leave. He didn't think of Caine attacking them. He didn't think of the consequences within the circus. It was out of the circus that scared him. And yeah, they made that obvious in the next episode, but still, Jax being the Ted figure in the show would narrowly make sense and will give him a redeeming quality.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The thing is, I don't think they're going to escape the circus. The show seems pretty set on them being stuck in the circus forever, and Pomni even said, they need to abandon the idea of leaving, and they need to just,
And I'm not talking about physically leaving the circus, you found the door, you're able to leave. No, I'm talking about what Ted did in the original story, that's killing them all.
Okay, yeah,
to spare them the suffering. That's their quote-unquote escape, not leaving the circus, just leaving the world.
Leaving this plane of existence.
And not to mention the whole I have no mouth, I must scream. Who's got the biggest mouth of all in this show?
Oh yeah, I guess it would be Jax.
Oh, yeah, it's Jax.
Yeah, he's always like a little trickster, always teasing everyone, just poking fun at their expenses. Got a loud mouth on him. And then at the end, assuming, in the end, he may have nothing, not even a mouth, or anyone to hear him scream.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That was so tragic. Oh my god, that makes me feel even more scared about the finale. Golly.
Oh, that'd be so sad.
Or Glitch could just kill everyone, or abstract Pomni, and we could be completely wrong. Because that's what Glitch does. Even when we think we know what's gonna happen, and at some point we're right, we're just wrong about the other 70% of things.
Exactly.
Oh, jeez.
Glitch is good with twists, I can say that much.
Yeah, when I think of Twist, I just think of Knights of Guinevere, honestly. I know that's a future show that's coming out, but it just made me think of what we're dealing with here when it comes to Gwen and Olivia.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I'm so invested in what will come in store for them in episode 2.
Here, now, again, very too early into the show. We're barely getting a new series from there. I don't know how many episodes we're gonna get. Hopefully, it's 9. Because it'd be kind of sucky if it was like 5. At the very least, it should get like maybe 8 or 9. Honestly, anyway. So honestly, Gwen, she reminds me more of the androids from Alien, from the Alien movies. Maybe because the blood and guts. Don't tell me you didn't see Alien or Aliens. You didn't see all the milk squirting out from their bodies. The white substance are obviously blood, and even if you see one of the androids bisected, you could see their supposed guts hanging out.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
And it's also likely that Guinevere, I'm not sure she was programmed to feel pain, because that might be a stretch too far, or maybe she is. I don't know, because Olivia is insane.
It kind of looked like she did feel a little bit of pain at some point when she tugged on her innards.
So what if, in that show, that Guinevere, she may not be okay. She obviously is a victim. I'm not gonna dispute anything there, but. What if she was also secretly an antagonist just like Caine? Not calling her a full-blown villain, but she will most likely try to escape and do anything she can at all costs. Kind of like, say, David from Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Yeah, I like those movies, sue me.
That kind of makes sense, because Guinevere, in the state that she's in right now, she essentially reminds me of a trapped animal who's wary of every little thing and constantly trying to escape and looking for a way out and sees everything as a threat. So she could think that the girls might be some kind of threat to her safety.
Or maybe she could be using Andy and Frankie for her own benefit.
I guess we'll have to see to find out, but...
Yeah, too early, but after watching Digital Circus, makes me wonder how they're gonna do this thing. I'm just loving everything that Glitch is doing right now. I'm so, like I said, I'm watching Meta Runner and Murder Drone to see how they work out. Murder Drone is really interesting. Some things I might need a bit of help on to get, but overall, I'm just liking some of the action and the characters.
Yeah, we'll definitely be seeing where it goes.
I'm so cannot wait for that show, man. Seriously.
That and Gaslight District.
That too.
And we can't forget Lackadaisy.
And Lackadaisy, and I'm drawing a blank. The show that Ross O'Donovan is making right now.
Game Oververse.
Game Over.
Game Oververse.
Yes. Yeah.
I am so excited for that. That project has been a labor of love for years, and from what I've heard about it, it looks like an incredible show.
Me personally, and I'm not trying to say this to bring anyone down or to make fun of anyone, Gameoverse, it feels like Pibby to me. Hear me out? It's not because it starts up as a little child-friendly, probably preschool-like game, and then everything's being obliterated and destroyed, and it's starting to spread.
Yeah. When games end in that universe, apparently, like, everything ends. So the whole idea is that the main characters are trying to help the bad guys win, so that the games don't finish and their worlds don't end.
That's crazy. That's a reverse type of trope. I love how they reverse the tropes.
So I think it's supposed to come out at this time. It's supposed to come out in May, or at least the pilot.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out pretty soon.
So with that being said, thank you guys for being in today's Lost podcast. I hope you guys have enjoyed an incredible Easter for tomorrow.
Hope you guys all have a lovely weekend.
Yeah.
Still shook about what's going to happen in the finale, man. Dang. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that way you won't miss out on any more of the animation content with me and my friends here. With that said,
Well, this is very embarrassing.
Where do you guys keep going whenever we...
Oh, cool. Now to commit tax fraud.